I was sent this pressurized drain cleaner solution and asked you my opinion on it, make this short video. So here goes. Here's everything they're going to send you in the box. You're going to get the unit itself, and then you're going to get this pressurizing tube that attaches to the front of it. Just thread that on like this. You're going to get some snakes here. These are useful to stick down in a drain. They've got these hooks here so it can grab hair and sludge. And so you can move this up and down the drain. It's got a little handle here, and that'll help you to clean that drain out. So you're going to get 4 of these, 2 orange, 2 bright yellow. These are super helpful when you're doing any kind of drain clearing. And then also, what it's going to have here, there's a cover here to protect the power button here. So if you put this in your toolbox, you want to make sure your power button doesn't get pushed, then you're going to be able to cover it with this. You've got a button here that doesn't turn it on. It actually releases pressure through the unit. And then this is the button at the top, which will increase the pressure and run the pump. And you got a pressure gauge here. It's going to show you the limits. And typically for a sink drain or a toilet drain, you're not going to want to get more than like 3 or 4 on this pressure gauge before you're going to want to stop. So you don't want to use too much and damage some of the plumbing. All right. This is all the attachments you're going to get with it as well. These are all useful for different scenarios here. So perhaps a floor drain. This was this one here. It's got a long, wide portion here that you can push right down onto a floor drain. You've got also as well a toilet drain here. It's got a flexible hose here, and then this rounded part here. It's going to make a good seal at the inner workings of a toilet to be able to push air forcefully in down to that toilet to free up a clog. And then here's for sinks. It's going to be very useful for you to get it into a sink so that you can get that cleaned out as well. You got a 90-degree here also that could be helpful in some situations, and a charging cord that's going to be used to keep it charged up. You're going to see that the indicator light changes from red to blue when it's complete. And you just push this into the bottom like this, and then plug that in the wall, and you'll charge it up. All right. In the manual, they explain different ways that you can use it, and it shows you the different types of fittings and what they are used for typically. And it also gives you an explanation of where you want to stop in terms of pressure. On this one here, the working values for pressure, depending on if it's a toilet or if it's a wash basin, floor drain, basically 3 or 4 is your limit on those. And it gives you some examples about how to use it. So I'm going to head and put it on a sink in my house and show you how it works. All right, so let's use this unit in a real life situation. Here I've got a sink that's a bit clogged up. I've got water that won't go down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the gauge here to see how much pressure to build up in the unit, push the seal down into the drain, and then when I release the trigger, it'll push out all that pressure all at the same time and force the drain clear. All right, so I'm going to push the button on the top, let that go up to about 3 for a sink drain. Now that we're at 3, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal this onto that sink very securely, but I'm also going to put a towel around it because it can splash back up as well, and I don't want that to make a big mess. So let's do that. I'm just going to put this around, and then I'm going to pull the trigger. And lo and behold, all that water's cleared out and down the drain because it's just so effective to push that much pressure, pops it right down, and everything is out of the way of that drain, and that clog is gone. So hey, I hope this was helpful to learn a little bit about this drain unclogging machine. I hope this information was useful to you, and as always, I hope you have a great day.